Hey guys, how is everybody in here tonight?
Hey,
We're
everybody.
live. Morgana's joined. Send some prayers out to JV's mama. Um,
Yes.
yeah, send some prayers out to JV's mama. She might be in the chat off and on. I'm not sure, but um, yeah, she's having a tough time tonight with her daddy. So Billy, hey Billy, hey Mary Lou, hey Dawn. Dawn, did you get the link? I sent you the link. Mary Lou, Mickey Joe, I sent you the link too. Tammy says, hey, all my crime buddies. Hey, Chaloon. Chaloon's back tonight. Hey, there's Steph.
Hey,
Hey.
everybody.
Oh, how are you tonight, Morgana Banana?
I'm surviving.
Surviving. Yeah, me too. I took a big, ginormous nap today.
That's
It
what I
was,
needed, I think.
oh my goodness, it was a massive link. I mean, as I read link because Mary Lou put link in the chat, and I meant to say nap. I meant to say nap, and I said link to join the chat, Miss Mary Lou, to join up here with me. Um, so I was actually before I got in here, I started doing a little bit of digging in this massive file, right?
I looked at some of it today, too.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
big.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I kind of took a handful of notes.
I took
Um,
a few.
yeah. Um, I wanted tonight to try to go over more. Like, I wanted to just, like, tonight, maybe just go over the, what they mentioned in that article that we were reading that included that big, massive document
Right.
that said the four key things. One, oh wait. Before we go much further, um, do we sound echoey tonight? Let us know if we sound echoey tonight, because I think that the issue is um, that I think that there's something going on with my microphone. Chaloon, is Morgana good too? Or is she okay? Not Jenny, but yes, Morgana. Okay, Morgana is echoey.
Hello.
Yeah, let me know again if you hear Morgana being a little echoey. Say something else, Morgana.
I know I was echoey last night, so I don't know what's going
Okay.
on.
I think it has to do with my think
Headphones.
headphones. Yeah. Yep. But there's some settings I can play around with and see. Yeah, Mary Lou. We just decided to do cameras off tonight, and just audio because with my kiddo running around, um, and this being a different, there's a lot more people that would tend to come over here that I don't know so well as we do in our crafty community, and I just want to be a little bit more uh, discreet with her when she's around, when kiddo's around in this.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, Tammy says there's an echo with Morgana. They just don't want to brush their hair, said Mary Lou.
Well, that too.
mm,
I did have a shower, though.
yeah, me too. I had one of those today. Okay, so let me check with my headphones. First of all, Morgana, do you have any headphones or earbuds in or on?
I have headphones on.
Okay. Um, it was the same yesterday. Jenny didn't echo, but there was a little bit of echo at the end. Not like echo, but it sounds like she's on a loudspeaker. Okay, yeah. I think it has to do with my settings. Let me mess with some of these settings
Oh, so I
real
should
quick.
put my megaphone away? Is that what it is?
Hey, Okay, hold on a second. Let me um guests. Hold on a second, you guys. Give us a cheer, Morgana, says Steph. Rotten.
Shoot, I'm not a cheerleader, Steph.
Okay, is it. Oh, nope, I hear myself now. Um. Okay, how about now? Is it any different?
No, you weren't echoing, but now I can hear myself, but then I hear it repeat behind it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Did you before?
No, I just heard a little of an echo before, but
Okay.
now it's like delayed.
Okay. Let me. Okay, how about now?
Okay. I can still hear the delay.
Okay.
It's not horrible, but I don't know what
How,
everybody else is hearing.
how about now?
Okay, can you hear me now? It's better now.
Is
I
it
can
better
still hear
now?
a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Uh, Tammy said maybe Morgana take your earplugs out or your headphones off.
Take them off and turn them off, you think?
Uh, maybe.
Okay, you want me to try that?
Yeah, try that and see.
Okay, hold on. If I can find the button. Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear an echo.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. What about now?
Okay,
I don't.
can you hear
Okay, and turn the volume down.
on me or you?
I'm taking care of it over here on my end, the volume
Okay.
part. Okay. How about now?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Is it worse for everybody else?
Let's see what everybody else says about now.
Can you
Tammy
hear me
said
now?
it was Tammy said it was worse, but that was before I did some because there's like echo cancellation, mic background stuff
Right.
on my end. Tammy said it's not that bad now. Let me go turn it on my let me turn it on mine and see real quick and let me hold on a
Okay.
second. I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
All right. What's everybody doing tonight? That's true, Jaloon. I'll try to, Steph. I can start hollering and cussing, but then Jenny might get mad.
See, whenever you speak, whenever my headphones are off, it sounds okay to me. But
Okay.
it's when I don't know if whenever I come back on, if it ends up being echoey again.
Yeah, I know, because I'm not hearing an echo with you at all. But I do hear myself echoing
Right now, you do?
a little. I mean, it's like I'll hear it, I'll say something, and then I'll hear it repeated right behind.
Right. Hold on, let me see if it's doing it again because it wasn't doing it whenever I had my mute button on. Hold on.
I wasn't hearing an echo when Jenny was gone either, when she was muted. Do you guys hear an echo now with me?
Oh my goodness. How about now? Is it any better?
Okay.
Okay. I'll try it.
No, I can still hear
No,
it.
I can still hear. Morgana sounds perfect, but see, then I took my headphones out. Lord have mercy.
So who's having an echo now?
I know, right? This is insanity.
I can hear myself echoing still. But when you muted yourself, I couldn't hear the echo.
What in the heck? See that? I don't know how to do that. I know, Tammy, but I want to. I had headphones on. I can mute myself, but
Then we can't hear you.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't want to do the whole show by myself.
Oh, come on. Hold on. I want to figure this out. You guys are going to be our technical guinea pigs until we get this figured out, because this is it's definitely got to do with my end. I just don't know what it is.
Well, I'm glad it's on your end because I don't know what to do.
Hold on a minute. Says okay, let's send the jury out. I know, right?
Don't start hollering.
Uh, how about now?
Can you hear me? I didn't hear an echo that time.
You didn't?
No.
Okay. Do you hear? How about the chat? Let me know.
Can you hear an echo on either of us?
Lord have mercy. Perfect, Steph
Finally.
says. Jesus, Louise. Steph is probably saying perfect only so that, and Tammy too.
So we'll stop.
Because they're like, okay, let's just get the show on the road.
Don't lie to us. You're under oath, people.
Chaloon, there's like audio settings for me on my end, and then there's audio settings for guests. And so I had to go in and switch things around on her and then on me, and some's like echo cancellation and some's like stereo. So it's just, there's a butt ton of crap in there.
I may still be casting a spell though, Steph, even though it doesn't sound like that.
Nah. Okay, so well, you did really well not getting overwhelmed and figured it out. Thanks, Chaloon. I was bound and determined because I'm like, yeah, no. Let me go in real quick though while I'm thinking about it and take a screenshot of these settings so I know
I was
what
gonna
to.
say, just remember how you did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot so that I can tell what I actually did. Let me get my phone because it won't let me do the screenshot thing on my keyboard at the moment. Annoying. Okay, there's that.
Can I just say
More.
that trial today was an absolute circus?
Oh my god, it was horrible. Can you believe that?
Oh my goodness.
It
Ugh.
was worse.
And they're all just getting frustrated and mad, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, calm down."
Oh yeah, that judge was mad.
Yeah, he's getting really frustrated,
Can you
which
blame
I
him?
don't blame him. No,
Jeez. Hey,
but
Gail. Steph says I'm already
hey,
vexed,
Gail,
so bring it on, Morgana.
what'd she
Oh,
say? Oh,
already vexed and hexed, so bring it on, Morgana.
well, I can try to relieve it if you want me to.
Ugh. He's gonna quit mistrial, says Steph. Tammy said, "What did you think of the interview?" Tammy had sent me a link to an interview that the Tucker guy did on Court TV,
You cut
and
out on me.
that was pretty that was a pretty cool. There was some, little nuggets of information in there. Um, I'll have to find that and put it in the chat. I'll do that here. Remind me tomorrow, Tammy, and I'll do that when we start the trial in the morning because, yeah. Um, so, okay. What I would love to talk about
Mhm.
tonight, regarding the Scott Peterson stuff
Right.
is um, the walking the dog information because they had
Mhm.
said the four key pieces of evidence that they were going to be looking at had to do with um, um, let me open that up real quick. Said that it had to do with the people witnesses that saw Laci walking the dog,
Right.
um, and
The van,
the, yeah, the van and
the
the
watch.
burglary
Yeah, and the watch.
and the watch. Yep, yep, yep. So tonight I want to focus on the witnesses who saw Laci walking her dog.
Mhm.
Uh, did you happen to see any of that today in the?
Yeah, I got to some of that. I think I was right around that when it got time to come on here, so but I was reading some of those.
Yeah. Um, I can't remember. I was trying to find when we came in here because I had written down some like things of evidence that they wanted to see, but I was looking for the actual declarations that was listed in the index of exhibits on this um,
Yeah.
um, motion for the actual declarations from some of those people.
Well, I
Um,
think around
but I
page
couldn't find them.
213 or so, or around that area,
Okay. Let
because
me
there
go
were
look.
different ones they were talking about through right in there of people that, supposedly saw her that morning.
Okay.
Because there's
Well,
quite
I
a
think I scrolled into like the 100s and somethings and was looking and I was like, yeah, I can't find that.
yeah, it's like around 212, 213, in that area.
Okay. All right. I will go over there and see. Um, um, Okay, that's the marina talk on page 208 and 209.
Right, that was right before where they're going to talk about the people,
Okay.
the witnesses that saw supposedly Laci that morning.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. All right. So I'll know exactly where to start. Um, I was reading about that Homer Maldonado, him and his wife, who supposedly said something about witnessing, seeing a pregnant woman urinating next to a van.
I didn't get to that one. I was right around that area, but I didn't
You
see
know,
about her, going to the bathroom. I saw about one that said they thought there was a scuffle going on and the van door got slammed and they took off and like ran the stop sign and
it was really weird because it was talking about how she was like hunkered down, like squatted down, like she was urinating, they said. And
huh,
they said they saw like the van door open up and somebody reached out and grabbed her and yanked her into the van.
well,
I'm
that's
like,
weird.
okay, and you didn't call 911? Like, what? Or maybe they
Yeah.
did call 911. I don't know, but
Well,
um,
so a lot of these people said they either didn't want to call the police because they weren't taking anybody serious, or they did try to call and they never heard back from, the police. So there was a lot of that going on apparently.
yeah, that's kind of what, well, I mean, we were talking about that a little bit last night, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's why they were, I think that's part of the reason that they're now saying questioning this because they're like, you didn't even listen to any of these people.
Right, right. Um, mm, this is the declaration of Gary Ermoyan. I don't even know how to say his name. Um, okay, now I think I'm ready to share this page, but I want to go up to page 41 first because that's where I wanted to start. Um, no, I didn't, Steph. Oh my God. Steph sent me a text message a while ago,
Uh-huh.
earlier, that said she was watching something. Or no, hang on. What did it say? Hold on. Said she was watching something or listening to something, and um, let me open this up. She said, I just want to tell you that I'm so mad at you right now because I'm driving home from Aiden's therapy and I'm listening to a podcast and they said playing devil's advocate. And I was like, what? That's not right. It's called clavicle. So thank you for that because I'm never going to get devil's advocate think that devil's advocate sounds right ever again. Love you. Bye.
You're welcome, Steph.
You are welcome. Devical clavicle.
Always remember us though, Steph.
Mm. Devicle's clavicle.
Difficult clavicle.
Ugh. All right, I'm going to share this page, present, share screen. This one, share. All right. So, um, hey Lee. Lee's
Hey, Lee.
here.
Did you
Look
find
who's on
time
with
for us,
Lee
Lee?
Banana. Got Morgana Banana with me tonight.
It's me.
It's her. Lee, welcome back. Now we can snack, says
Yeah,
Chili.
Lee. Set out the snack table, please.
That's funny. That's funny. Dawn McCreary creates. Are you going to come up here with us tonight, dearie?
Come on, Dawn. Come on down.
Dawn, Mickey.
Steph, anybody?
Come on, come on, come on. Ah, baby, Jolie's jumping around through the house like a crazy person.
I lost you for a minute.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, it was spinning. I don't know. It's either me or you dropped something.
It could be me.
It
I
could
don't
be me
know.
too.
Hmm.
So if I don't answer you, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I don't see you or hear you at that time.
Mm. All right, so we're going to get started here on this page number 41 right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is talking about some of the different evidence that they're looking for. Where was it that I wanted to show? Okay, here, E. This right here, E. It says eyewitnesses who reported seeing Laci on or after December 24th, 2002. And I just kind of wanted to read through these because, and I'm going to be honest, like here it says, one, they want all reports, audio and video recordings and transcripts thereof, photos, notes, and or other documents detailing investigative actions taken in response to eyewitness accounts reporting sightings of Laci on or after December 24th, including but not limited to maps, the names of officers assigned, and the search area assigned to each officer, materials developed or used by law enforcement in 2002 and or early 2003 while Laci was missing to note or track possible December 24th, 2002 neighborhood sightings of Laci, Mackenzie, or of a woman walking a dog. All reports reflecting any interviews by Detective Reed or any other officer with calling F who reported to MPD on December 30th, 2002, that in 1224 between 10 and 10:30 hours, she was backing out of her driveway when she saw someone that looked like Laci. So that right there is in the 10:30 range.
Right.
And then here's where it talks about the Homer and Helen Maldonado. It says all reports reflecting any interviews regarding information Homer and or Helen Maldonado provided to Sergeant Ron Cloward on January 3rd, 2003, while Laci was still missing. Okay, baby. That Mr. Maldonado saw Laci walking her dog in the La Loma neighborhood on December 24th, and all reports reflecting any follow-up interview regarding that same information that Maldonado's provided to MPD on January 14th. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to throw the kiddo out of here in there with her dad. Hold on just a minute.
All righty.
Just a minute.
So Lee's got the table set up. Sounds good, Lee. Oh, he's gone.
Oh no, Lee leave.
Well, he said he'd be right back. So I don't know if he's back yet or not, but
Oh. Phil, catch. Right. Get this child.
Get this child.
Tammy said it was a short brief about the innocents. Tammy said, I forgot to tell you guys this was on the news last night, I think. I'm sure it was on the news because, excuse me, they've been talking about it a lot lately.
Yeah. I saw on like YouTube and stuff, everything was all these little short things from each news channel talking about what they're doing.
Right. Let's see. What does D here say? All reports reflecting any interview while Laci was still missing with Tony Freitas reported to MPD on December 30th that he saw Laci on 12/24 about 10 a.m. walking the dog in a northwest direction on La Loma, near the location where Homer Maldonado reported seeing Laci around that same time. So you apparently have several people that say they saw her in the 10 o'clock hour. And what time was it that Scott supposedly left?
Shoot. I thought it was it 9 something? 9:45? 9 or I'm not positive.
Yeah, I'm not positive either. I can't remember.
I've read so many numbers and times that I guess I should have wrote that one down.
Lee, absolutely. Do you want to
Yes,
join?
Lee. Come in, Lee.
I'll send you the link. Absolutely. Oh, Dawn says Jenny, my hubby's watching TV in the same room. Otherwise, I would join. No worries, Dawn. No worries. Oh, now Poppy's scratching at the door. I swear I can't never get a break. It's kids, dogs.
Kids and dogs.
Come on. Ugh, goodness. Poppy, go lay your little hairy hind end down somewhere. Okay.
So Lee says sure.
Okay, yay!
Come on
Awesome.
in.
Hold on a second, Lee, and I will send it to you. Hold on a second. Let me run over to Instagram real quick. Oh, I just saw your message, Morgana.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. Ay, ay, ay.
I knew you'd come and get me sometime.
Uh-huh. All right, Lee, I'm going to send you the link through StreamYard, through Instagram. So all you have to do is click it, and then you'll have the option to, what you'll do is it probably will tell you to copy and paste the link into a new browser, and then you will have to give it permission to use your microphone and your camera. But there's a little button that says start and stop cam, so you can turn your camera off unless you want your camera on. Up to you. But Chaloon says, Lee, don't tease us with a good time. Well, we get to hear Lee's voice. I don't know what he sounds like. It's always cool whenever you can finally put a voice with the name, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if he joins. We'll go on here. Number E or letter E. Says something about all reports reflecting any interviews while Laci was up. I hear somebody in the background. Oh my gosh! I see him. Hold on a second. You want me to add you to the stage now? You ready?
Come on, Lee.
Do you want your camera on or do you want it off? I can't hear you, but if you want it off, just click. You're good? You ready? All right, here we go. Here we go. Hey, buddy.
I don't know why you can't hear me though.
Oh, I can hear you now. I just couldn't hear
We
you
can
when you
hear
were
you.
on the backstage.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lee.
Hey, can
Okay.
you hear us?
I most certainly can. I gotta mute one of them though because I'm getting an echo.
Oh, no, not the echo.
Hello, Tammy. Hello,
Yay,
Sherry
Lee, and here
and Billy.
he's the
Really delayed though.
oh, is it delayed?
Yeah, I mean it's no big deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know how we are.
Uh-huh.
You do.
We're trouble. We're trouble. That's what we are.
Yeah, but Shalone, why wouldn't I threaten you with a good time? After all, it's me.
It's Lee.
It's Lee.
Oh my goodness. Listen at that. That was an evil, evil, evil laugh.
Oh no.
Evil, evil.
And yes, that is my laugh.
Yeah. Chalene said I was worried about cold feet, maybe. Ha ha ha.
Honey, I am anything but shy.
Mickey says hi, Lee. And Steph says she likes Lee's voice.
Yeah, I see the chat. Hello, Mickey Joe. Well,
Oh,
if you didn't like it like this, then I'd have to really get soft with it. I mean, if I do that, you won't be able to hear
that's true.
me.
That is true.
Lee's
Oh,
always
yes,
up to something, Steph.
I was
he is.
just gonna say, Steph, there is never a time when I'm not up to something.
That's true.
What do you think I do when I keep trying to get Jenny to say different things in chat?
Yeah, you're a brat that way. You're really
Yeah, I
good.
know. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're getting off topic.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Lee,
Yes.
caterer. What does he call himself? Caterer to the
Cater
craft,
to the creators.
to the creators. Love that. Love it. Let me ask you, are you familiar at all with the Scott Peterson case?
Not a clue.
Really?
Nope.
So you didn't hear about this 20 years ago?
I'm not as avid a crime follower. I started watching them on your channel to support the channel and to support you.
Oh, you're
So
so
I'm
sweet.
fairly new.
Well, you're super sweet, and you all, you seem really smart in the on the topic because
Hello, Don. Well, knowing law is one thing. I used to work private security.
right,
And I have done everything from military bases to construction sites and anything in between. So there's a lot of different laws that I had to learn for various states. There's a lot of different, legal issues that I've had to deal with in different states, being from Massachusetts originally.
right,
So, there are some things I have knowledge on, but as far as following individual cases,
yeah,
not so much.
not so much. Well, I tell Abigail all the time, there's a bunch of crazies in Florida. It's always like Florida where you hear these wonky, crazy, kooky stories too. Not that Scott Peterson was from Florida, but there's a lot of wild cases in Florida.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm here, aren't I?
Well, yeah,
All right then.
That
All the
says
things
it
I lost,
all.
I missed my mind the least.
Lordy, lordy.
Yeah, you're going to be in trouble now they got me on here. Watch out.
Well, hey, we need to know when you're going to actually start your channel.
Well, now that I've got the computer, the new laptop, then I don't have to worry about it futzing out on me when I'm trying to record.
Right.
Because thanks to Joanna, I got the ring light.
Oh, nice.
Thanks to Tim and Carrie from Leopard Leatherworks, I've got the laptop.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice deal. When did you get the laptop?
about about a week ago, maybe a little more.
Okay, so it was after your other computer went on the fritz. You never could get that figured out?
No, no. What happened was I put the new solid state drive in it, which is fine, but then the other issues started showing up with the graphics and sound card and whatnot. So the computer itself was at least 17 years old.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was bound to die anyway,
Right,
you
right.
know.
Well,
So
I totally understand that. Totally understand that. Steph said that's why Abigail is native there. Chaloon says, "Oh, hold on a minute. I don't like that because then I cover Lee up whenever I put the comments up." Chaloon says we could probably only do Florida cases and have plenty to choose from.
well, if
So
you want to put them on top, it'll only cover you up.
It won't let me decide where to put them. It always only just puts them on the bottom.
Oh well, then just leave it on the bottom. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not going to cover you up. Chaloon said I was just about to type that too, Don. It starts Florida man. Look out. Right? It says Florida man. We know.
Well,
So.
like I said, I'm originally from Massachusetts, so
Well, I can tell that too. I can tell that in your accent.
okay, I got to take the glasses off. They're bothering me.
I can definitely tell that with your accent. You have a wee little bit of a sounds like a Boston a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much. It was close enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you can. Either one of us should say anything about an accent, Jenny.
You're
Well,
right.
the way I look at it is very simple. If I was in Massachusetts, I wouldn't be the one with the accent.
Oh, well, that's true.
That's true.
If being in Florida, I'm the one with the accent. If I'm in any other state, I'm in the one with the accent.
Yep.
The
Yeah, that's true.
natives are not. Although Florida, by all accounts, does not have very many native Floridians. They have a few, but mostly we're all transplants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why does
I
everybody choose
believe
to
that.
go to Florida?
The
Why would
weather.
anybody choose? Primarily weather.
That's what I figured. That's
The
like
only
where the snow. That's where the snowbirds go.
right. And then they come down here permanently after a while, and then they become what I have commonly referred to as frogs.
Frogs.
Frogs. Because they come down here when they retire and they stay here till they croak.
Oh, you crack me up.
Jeez.
Well, let me get some putty. Maybe I can help put you back together.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're too much. You're too much. Chaloon says Southern accents are adorable. I
Yeah,
think the
Southern accents are nice.
I like um, accents. It doesn't matter I just love people that sound different. So, okay.
But
So let's get
anyway,
back into the Scott Peterson stuff. I want to get back into this. Um, Here it's talking about on this letter E. It says all reports reflecting any interview while Laci was still missing. Reports by Detective Grogan or any other officer to interview Sharon P., who reported she might have seen Laci um, on La Loma, just south of the bridge on Christmas Eve, not far from the location where Maldonado and Freitas reported seeing Laci the morning of December 4th, 24th. So that's what, 3 or 4 people now?
Mm-hmm.
I think JB's mama last night said there was like a
I think
bunch of people who said
10
they,
or 10 or so, I think.
yeah. So I'm just assuming that they're wanting to go through all of these different accounts again um, to see.
Well, if you go like to the 200 and whatever I said, 14 or 13 page area, that's all those accounts and what the people have, themselves. It gives you more detail about what they saw.
Right, right. Um, Frank and Martha Aguilar. Um, Vivian Reagan Mitchell. There's quite a bit of them.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go on down then to, what was that, page 44? There was something else on page 44. Oh, here, there was talking about, they also wanted to get eyewitnesses reports to MPD that they had seen the Petersons' dog Mackenzie alone and unattended in the
Right.
neighborhood that morning as well. So that would have been after she would have been, snatched,
Right.
and then the
It's
dog just running around alone.
with the leash. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So down to page 214. Went too far. Okay. Whenever I pull this massive document up on my computer, it makes my computer like bog down a little bit.
It's a big one.
It's big, right?
I downloaded it on my Kindle and it took a while.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go up a little bit more. Okay, that was page 212 here. Are you literally whistling If I Only Had a Brain?
Oh no, my TV's too loud.
Oh, no. I thought, no, I could barely hear it, but I thought that was you.
I thought he's got his hand up there.
No, that was actually Commander Data on Star Trek Deep Space, on Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh, my Lord.
Hello,
Oh,
Henny.
if I only had a brain. Hey, Henny.
Hi, Henny.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
turn
trying to
it down a little
decide
bit.
which number I want to start on here. Okay, so number 27, I think, is where I'm going to start. Yeah, okay, here. On number 27, it says, on can you guys see that, or is it too small?
No, we can see it.
Okay. It says on January 8th, 2003, I received a fax from Kirk McAllister's office stating that Homer and Helen Maldonado had visited his office to report that they had seen a woman walking a dog on the corner of Covina and Miller Avenues on December 24th, 2002, around 10 a.m. The message also stated that Mr. and Mrs. Maldonado had already given the information to MPD officers at the command post that had been set up in the park. On January 10th, which would have been 2 days later,
Mm-hmm.
I interviewed Homer and Helen Maldonado. They related that on the morning of December 24th, 2003, at approximately 9:50 to 10 a.m., they observed someone fitting the description of Laci Peterson, a pregnant woman with dark hair, walking a golden retriever. Walking near the intersection of Miller and Covina, Homer stated that he called the Modesto Police Department on January 1 to report what he had seen and was told a detective would contact him. Mr. Maldonado stated that he also reported what he had seen to the police chaplain, but no one from MPD ever followed up on his report.
And see, there's a lot of those that were like that said nobody ever followed up. I'm just curious about the woman. Do you remember when they talked about the woman that Scott supposedly saw when he was loading up his truck and she was walking a dog and said hello? It was a neighbor of some kind. But I was wondering what, because people thought that was her that a lot of the other people saw. But
Mhm.
and was, confusing her for Laci. But I wonder what she looked like, whether she had the same color hair, or I never heard anything about that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't. I heard something about that, but I don't remember what the um.
Description of her
Right. I don't
and her
remember what her
dog,
like
and
physical description was.
yeah,
Was it the same kind of dog?
that's what I thought it wasn't. I thought they had said that it wasn't, but then the police were trying to act like that it might have been the same, dog. But there's a difference between like a golden retriever and, most people can tell the difference between dogs.
Right. Right.
I'm not sure. But I
I
never
don't know.
heard like who this other woman exactly was, but he had to have known her because, he spoke to her. Like they said it was a neighbor or something, but I never heard any more about like her dog, what kind of dog it was or whatever.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, how does that? I don't know. It just sounds. That just sounds very suspicious to me.
Yeah. It was
Chili
just,
says that dog is incredibly popular.
well, yeah, I mean, that's true. I thought they said it was a different type of dog than a golden retriever that the other lady had, but that's why I'm not positive on.
Well, I know during the trial they had like several different, like what I kind of called like lineups last night,
Mm-hmm.
where they had whoever one of the witnesses was like, okay, they were like showing pictures and they were like, okay, was it this person that you saw with a dog, this person that you saw with a dog? And some of them were
Right.
different. Like some of them had blonde hair and not all of them had dark hair. And then some of them was black dogs and not,
Right.
um, so they were just trying to um, get things like that narrowed down, which makes sense, right? I mean,
Right. But it just blows my mind that all the people that supposedly saw a woman walking a dog and tried to report it, and they never contacted them again
yeah.
or at all. You know,
Mhm. Um, and the whole not following up on reports, yeah, that.
right. That's what amazes me. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't. That happens, I guess.
Well, I can understand being overran with
Tip.
tips
Mm-hmm.
and getting behind or some falling through the crack, you know.
But you would think
But
those would be important.
right,
So,
especially like when they've like actually physically seen her or say
right,
that.
right.
Um, Number 29 here says Homer further stated that immediately preceding seeing Laci, he had been at the gas station on immediately preceding seeing
Mm-hmm.
Laci. He had been at the gas station on Miller Avenue and saw a tan colored van there. He described the man associated with the van as a white male in his late 40s or early 50s, about 150 to 155 pounds, and grubby looking. Okay.
All right.
Um, so tan, I mean, the picture of the van that we saw was orange, but it had also been set on fire. Was that the original color orange, or did the paint darken? It's,
Yeah.
I,
Because
you know,
you've heard tan, you've heard white. I've heard different color vans.
right. I don't know, Lee. I mean, what do you think about if you have a van? Did you see the picture of the van that we were talking? No, I know you didn't.
No, it didn't.
Okay. If you have an old van
Uh huh.
that is set ablaze and the paint color on the outside is that, I mean, didn't look most of the outside of the van looked okay color wise, but would the heat make the color of the paint on the outside turn a different color potentially?
It could, but there would also be other signs of um, bubbling and so on from the heat of from the heat of the fire, heat of the flames.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Steph
What
says
Steph said.
sometimes, yeah. Steph said sometimes the color is off on the internet too. That may have been tan but looked more orange online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it
You
did
know, like
totally
the
look orange.
dresses and stuff that they show online, and you're supposed to. Some people see tan, and some people see a different
Oh yeah, like the silver or the lavender. What was it? Silver or what was
green.
that dress that was going around a few years ago?
Yeah, it was tan and something else. I don't remember.
It was color
Tan.
changing.
Yeah, it was like tan or blue. Do you see tan or do you see blue?
Yeah.
Crazy. Um,
It all depends on graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Number 30 here says on May 16th, 2003. So this was, what was the last date? January.
Anyway.
So 3, 4 months later. It says Homer Maldonado recontacted my office indicating he had further information to share after viewing photos of Stephen Todd and Glenn Pierce that were published by the Modesto Bee. He recognized Todd as the driver of the tan van he had seen at the gas station. He further recalled a second person being associated with the van as having asked the driver if he got the cigs when the driver returned to the vehicle.
Now, those are the two guys that supposedly robbed the house across the street from the
Right,
Petersons.
right. And it showed there, I've seen their picture floating around. Come on, Poppy, in or out, sister. Pick or choose, one way or the other. She wants out, and then she wants in. And she wants out, and then she wants in. She wears me out.
She's a child. She's supposed to. That's her job.
No, I'm talking about the dog.
This is the dog child.
Oh, well, the four-leggeds just don't care.
Yeah.
She wanted out because she thought that the two-legged child had a snack
Right.
that
Well, the four-legged children, you work for them. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, yeah, pretty
More
much.
so for cats and dogs, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, Chilin said, I just know it was black and blue for me. Oh, Lord.
Well, then you got to stop getting hit so much.
They're talking about the dress.
I'm aware of that.
Cute.
I told you you gotta watch out with having me on.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna kick me off here in a minute.
No, you're
No.
good. Hold on a second. That was about the Todd and Glenn Pierce dude. All right, so he pretty much says he witnessed them. Now, here's one thing that we got to keep in mind too, right? I mean, you think about these different, what do you call it? Stories, theories, statements from these different people.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have to remember that their statement isn't always, I mean, everybody's statements are not always fact or truth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right. Some people just want to be important.
well,
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
that
Too, sometimes.
or they just, I think that way, but then I also feel like some people are just get things wrong,
Right.
wrong
Mm-hmm.
dates, wrong times, wrong colors, wrong this, wrong that. Um,
Exactly.
Steph says Lee is sassy and sarcastic. Yeah, he is. Lee Sassy. Sassy Lee. He's gonna fire us.
Uh-huh. Just you wait.
Let him
I'm
away.
keeping it PG because there is little ears that keep running around in your room, but just wait.
Yep.
Just wait.
Yep.
You'd be
Yep.
surprised how much I can get away with words.
God. I've heard you in the chat. I've seen you in the chat.
Yeah. Just remember my pillow and my mattress.
I know. And I always ignore that comment. You know that on purpose, right?
I know.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, the old joke is, I got to go to bed. My pillow's calling for a little head. My mattress wants a little ass.
Right. Right.
I remember that from the chat too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No more food catering for me. Well, that's your loss.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I have to ignore Lee sometimes with Lee's little sassy comments, and the same with Steph. Some comments of Steph's I have to be like, okay, no, Jenny, you can't read that one.
Yeah. She won't even say HE double hockey sticks.
I won't, not unless I have to. Steph said I was saying you were going to take it away from Jenny Lee. Yeah.
No more catering for Jenny.
No
That's
more.
what Lee says.
No, I couldn't do that to Jenny.
No, she's too good.
You guys kill me.
Yeah, in many ways, I'm sure.
Homer Maldonado expressed concern as police did not believe the information he was relating to them. Okay, there we go. And I hadn't even read that part when I said what I said. It says Homer Maldonado expressed concern that the police did not believe the information he was relating to them. He indicated that he had spoken to Vivian Mitchell, who also reported to police that she saw Laci walking her dog on the morning of December 24th, and she expressed a similar concern, telling Mr. Maldonado that the police had tried to convince her that the woman she saw was a blonde and not a brunette like Laci. Why would they do that, though?
Nope.
Well, I think they're kind of insinuating in some of this that the police had who they thought did it, and they didn't want to hear anything that might change that.
Yes, I'm fighting with my wife.
You know, to your wife, Lee.
Tell your wife we said hi.
Everybody says hi, hon. Hi.
Hi, she said.
She's in the kitchen.
She's like, leave me alone.
Yeah, she's like, leave me alone. That's all right. One of these days, hopefully, I'm going to end up catching her doing something she hates doing out in public anymore. She sings.
She sings?
She sings. And I keep trying to get her to sing on microphone, and she never does.
Aw. What does she sing?
She sings mostly older classics.
Uh-huh.
Nothing rock. Like she's done I Love Piano. She sings Barbra Streisand. She does Evergreen from Barbra Streisand. She does all kinds of music from that point.
Yeah. Sherry and Steph both say, hi, Mrs. Lee.
Yeah, Sherry and Steph both say, hi, Mrs. Lee. Her name is Lenore, by the way.
Ooh, that's a pretty name.
Now, the funny thing is, my name is Leon.
Leland?
Leon. Leon.
Oh, Leon. Okay.
So you got Leon and Lenore.
Wow.
And everybody's like, did you plan it that way? Oh, yeah, we deliberately met,
Yeah, that's how it works.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Like, you would go up to people and say, what is your name? Mary. Okay, well, yeah, I don't want to date you. Okay. What's your name? And then finally you find Lenore.
Yeah, Lenore, Lee for short. Both of you are Lees. That's right, she says.
That's cute. I like the name Lenore. That's pretty.
Mm.
It is a pretty name. The funny part is her mother thought she was being original in calling and naming her Lenore. She never heard of the name Lenore before. What she didn't realize is it's an Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven.
Right.
Oh, wow. Wow.
uh, but who knows? Maybe one of these days when I'm on a live, I'll be able to catch her singing for us.
That would be pretty cool.
What do you mean, get good luck? I've caught you before. Either that or I've goaded you into it just to shut me up.
You know what you should do is take your phone when she's not paying attention and hit the record button. And then she wouldn't even know that you were recording her.
Oh, for some reason or other, she always knows.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I've tried sneaking in on her before, and she's under normal circumstances she wouldn't hear me, and I frighten her. But then when I'm doing it to catch her singing, she knows automatically. But anyway, back to the case.
okay.
Yeah, please.
All right. So, okay, where was telling Mr. Maldonado the police had tried to convince her that the woman she saw was a blonde, not a brunette like Laci. A copy of the memoranda documenting my interviews with Mr. and Mrs. Maldonado and the receipts they provided me are attached as Exhibit 1. Okay. So we'll get to that eventually.
Mm.
32. If you find that ahead of time, Morgana, let me know what page that's on if you get ahead of the game.
What page are we talking about? Or what are we talking about?
Well, Exhibit 1. He's saying documenting my interviews with Mr. and Mrs. Maldonado. The receipts they provided me are attached as Exhibit 1.
Right.
Let me write that down here first of all, because I don't know where that's at. They don't. It's the funny thing is they don't have those. What do you call them? Those declarations. They don't have those numbered in the table of contents.
Yeah.
I mean, they have them numbered, but they don't say what page number they're on.
Right.
So
then you just gotta flip till you find it, I guess.
Maldonado. Enter.
There's Exhibit 1, but it's like on page 251, it looks like.
Okay. 251. Does it look like an interview with the Maldonados?
Yeah, it says investigative report.
Okay.
And then it's talking about what he stated he saw.
Okay. Well, maybe we ought to run down there and look.
Yeah, it's because it's going into more detail, I think.
Gimme.
Oh, exhibit. What is it? Exhibit 1 or Exhibit I?
This is Exhibit 1.
Investigative report. Lee Peterson. January 10th, 2003, contact was made with Homer and Helen Maldonado at their residence. Mr. Maldonado stated that he saw Laci Peterson at approximately 9:50 to 10 a.m. on December 24th, 2002. Mr. Maldonado explained that he and his wife drove to the USA Mini Mart gas station on Miller Avenue near the corner of Covina and Miller. Mr. Maldonado said that after they left the gas station, they drove west on Miller past Covina. Mr. Maldonado said that he observed a beautiful young woman who he described as being very pregnant with a golden retriever dog. Mr. Maldonado said that it appeared that she was having trouble with the dog as the dog's front legs were up like he was jumping up on her. Mr. Maldonado said that he commented to his wife asking her if she saw the pregnant woman having trouble with her dog. Mr. Maldonado said that his wife said to him, "I hope she doesn't fall."
Hmm.
I mean, that's kind of like that would be a conversation I would have with Dale. You know, if we're driving down the road, I'd be like,
Right.
Lee is doing the do. You're making me thirsty. I'm gonna let you guys chat for a second and go get me a drink of water. I gotta get me my cup is emptieth.
Get you something.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and get me something to drink. But I'm gonna Lee, we couldn't hear you if you're talking to us.
I said, sorry, I had my mic shut off. I didn't realize it. I said I got to live up to my screen name. I don't want it to be false advertising.
Right, there you go. See? All right, I'm gonna be
Lee's
right
got
back. You can man the chat for me for a second while I run and get a water refill. I'll be right back.
I suppose we can do that.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you, thank you.
Lee, you've got the Dew and I've got the Pepsi.
Uh-huh. Well, they're both from the same company.
That's right. We know good stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, so how far down the rabbit hole can I bring Jenny's channel?
You better be careful now.
God. Well, that's why I turned the TV down, so that she wouldn't get tagged for, content.
Yeah, for whistling.
We don't want any copyright crap going on here.
That's right. Then they get in trouble.
Yeah, and as far as the comments and innuendos, well, they're an iffy thing.
Try to maintain. Try to hold back, Lee.
Oh, getting into denial now, huh?
What are you talking about, Steph? What's
I told you gotta watch out. I'll twist just about anything.
Yeah, I've seen you. What is Steph talking about? Can you use the find function?
I have no idea. Well, Chaloon, that's that's the whole point of anything that Jenny has created. That for it to, even in the crafting channel. Just somewhere where it kind of feels safe. I mean, we have disagreements on this channel all the time. Okay. But they're never accusatory, they're never assaulting, they're never anything of that nature, which
Right.
a lot of people have come here from Law and Crime channel and said, it's nothing like that because they're all over the place.
That's right. Because, I mean, everybody has different opinions, and you should be able to listen to everybody's opinion and, learn sometimes.
Well, not only that, but, it's, it's like the old saying goes, how can I word this?
Nicely.
Yeah, exactly. Computers are like butts. We all have them and they all stink.
Yeah, exactly.
So once you get to realize that they all stink anyway, so what the hell's the difference? Why fight over them?
That's right. Exactly. Too much of that going on in this world today, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Control F and then type in Maldonado to find what she was looking for. Oh.
And that's true, Tammy. We are.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about as respectful as I can be for me, but that's beside the point.
That's probably true.
If you could hear me behind the scenes sometimes, yeah, well.
As long as you don't type it.
Oh, no. I wouldn't anyway. I wouldn't do that to somebody else's channel. Now, in my channel,
we're in trouble.
It's going to be a little bit more than PG-13, I'm sure.
Oh, Lord.
Because I know my sense of humor and I know my mind. People tell me get your mind out of the gutter, and I look at them and say, "Well, that's the penthouse. My place is down in the sewer."
Way down there.
Oh yeah,
Oh gosh.
but it's always worth a good time.
Yeah.
As long as
Sometimes those
long
things
as
are
you don't
kind of
fall over the edge. Well, even then.
don't fall in.
Are you guys behaving?
Oh,
Please
me?
not.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Steph. I
Well, I was
did.
down first.
I never said anything wrong.
No, he didn't. He behaved.
Okay.
I just sort of pushed the boundaries a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Don't I always?
Yeah, you do. You do.
You know,
That's what you
she's
know.
gonna she's gonna go back and watch the replay just to find out what I said while she was gone.
It's okay, Jenny. I think you're safe.
Okay, good deal. I trust Lee. I
Yeah,
shouldn't, but
no,
I
I
do.
yeah, no, I wouldn't because you have the little ears there, I wouldn't do anything that
Yeah.
would influence that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Where did we leave off here? Um, I
Something
guess
about Maldonado, I don't know, I have no clue.
Please not.
Lee's like, I'm just here for the socialization. Morgan is ratting him out immediately, says Steph.
Pay attention, Lee. There's going to be a quiz at the end.
Right.
Yeah, you know
Right.
what my answer's gonna be?
I don't know.
His answer is going to be what poor little Miss Paula's answer was today. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
I plead the
No,
fifth.
actually, my answer's gonna be wah, 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 wah,
Oh
wah,
no,
wah,
not
wah,
that.
wah, wah,
Hold
wah,
on.
wah, wah.
Okay, here we hold on.
I do it better.
Wah, 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 wah.
There you go. Oh Lord, I had to download that specifically for Lee.
Oh my gosh.
Um, Tammy said, "Y'all remember that day I left because someone just popped in and made those comments, but I came back and apologized. They were from another crime channel. It was a road rage case." Oh yeah, I do remember that, Tammy. And yeah, I was glad you came back too. You're part of the OG family, right?
That's
Bad
right.
thing about that is that at that point in time, whenever that person came in, that was when it was like a massive influx of people showed up over there on the channel, right? Because something happened with Law and Crime Network stream went down or something, and then they saw mine and came straight in, and like it was a herd of people all came in at once, and um, people don't know how to behave themselves in chat, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, they just don't. Some people
Well,
just,
children, there's a time and a place. You know, Jenny's live is not the time or place. But
uh,
I'll tell you the one that shocked me though was when Grinch came in.
oh, I know, right?
You know, he had every right with some of the things that were being said to get really defensive,
Yeah, he
but he
did.
never did.
Right. He never
Because
did.
he was a friend of the defendant.
Yeah.
You know, and he never did. He was just very respectful and very happy to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, he
You
was.
know, should have
And
told him to wave at us though.
yeah, yeah. And you know, whenever he came in, that really made me look at myself, you know.
Well, I think it validated
It did. It did.
your being here. You know,
Right. And it really sort of made me, you know, realize that these are not this is not like TV.
I
This
was
is
going to say it's not a TV show.
these are real
You know?
people, and you know, the defendants, no matter how heinous the crime, still have family that pops in and sees things,
Or
and
how stupid the lawyer.
right,
I'm sorry.
true
Well, I
though.
mean, you always got to try to put yourself in other people's places.
Yep.
Well, let me be the first to say that I have a family that are not all angelic. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Nobody
I
is.
mean, I'm being honest. I've got family members that have been in bad situations where
Yep.
they were on that side of the table, and
Yep.
you
I do
know,
too.
So have I.
so I mean, we all do, right?
Yep.
Right.
And you know, on Facebook, how people can get when those mug shots come out, people always get nasty on those sheriff's pages where the mug shots are bad mouthing the people, and you know, people's family reads those, and
Right.
I think
It can.
I don't know. It's kind of like the whole well, who was it, Thumper on Bambi that said if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Exactly.
And that's right, Steph. He did. You know, he
Um,
understood. He understood the jokes, but he reminded us. You know, Dad hadn't slept in a while.
yeah, and that's what puts a new perspective, right, Steph? And it made me think, whoa, you know, that's probably right. His daughter is on trial for murder, and you know,
Regardless of whether she was innocent or guilty, that's
right,
still hard on the family.
right,
That's
right.
their daughter or whoever,
Hmm. And I
sad, really.
definitely don't want like my channel to be the crime channel here. I don't want it to be a place where anybody would feel some kind of a way coming in, you know.
Right.
Yeah. You don't
Right.
want to feel. You don't want him feeling ridiculed.
No.
You know.
Um, so that's for sure. Um, I mean, even like think about like who was it? Was it um was it Jeffrey Dahmer's dad? That I think I had heard it was Jeffrey Dahmer's dad that was actually like a pretty decent dude.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he recently died, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so.
I can't remember if it was him that I was listening to that about because I think it was him. He was talking about how he felt like it was his fault that Jeffrey turned out the way he did, and you know all that kind of stuff. But
And that's what I was getting at, Sherry, is the fact that when Grinch came in, he was very respectful, and he didn't have any kind of a grudge against anybody you know, for their decision on it. But what held me was the fact that when he wasn't at the court, in order to keep abreast of what was going on, he could have been watching CNN, he could have been watching Law and Crime, he could have been watching any one of those shows to
mhm,
keep up with what was going on.
mhm,
Where did he go? Here.
right,
You know? And that says a lot, like I just said to Jenny a minute ago, that says a lot for the validity of the channel. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. It made me feel good because he said that. Yeah, Steph, that was a safe place. It
Yep.
wasn't just pure
It wasn't
hateful
judgment.
people in the chat, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't judgment.
Yeah. So that does make me feel good.
So
Um, yeah, he stood by his son and was heartbroken when he was killed, even though he knew what his son did was wrong. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was tragic, you know. Um, but I remember seeing Jeffrey Dahmer's dad, like an interview on was it Dr. Phil? I can't remember if it was Doctor. It was one of those big um, TV shows like that I saw his dad on, and um, it was pretty cool to watch that. Mickey said I agree, but I have had a few choice words I've spoken publicly, being on the other side of the fence talking about a murderer.
True, Chalone.
Yeah, I know, Mickey. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, people's feelings are valid.
Oh yeah,
I just think
and
that there's a way to express your feelings in
Mm.
a respectful way.
And
If
not
you
be
want
nasty.
to
Yeah.
speak nasty and hatred and stuff about it, then go to an I hate so and so page. That those are out there for that reason. But um,
yeah, but we took care of them pretty quick there, Tammy.
mm,
And some people just come in to do that, you
Yep,
know, just to stir up trouble.
yep,
yeah,
they
yeah,
do.
they do.
They get some kind of enjoyment out of that, I guess.
Yeah. The bad thing is like I don't remember what they said specifically. And like I said, the chat was flying low at that point, and I couldn't keep up with
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that I saw exactly what was said. But keep in mind, Tammy, when you're in, I mean, you know how it is. You see the chats in those like big channels like Law and Crime and stuff. Whenever you see somebody being hateful and nasty, just hit the block button. Hit the block button, and you can block them from your end. They're still in the chat. Um,
yeah, you
but
just don't see them.
Yeah.
right, you just don't see them when you block them. And eventually, what will happen is they'll go after somebody else, and then when it becomes a massive problem where they're like ripping and roaring, that's when moderators can just boot them out.
Yeah. And sometimes that's all they want is some kind of reaction. And if you don't give them a reaction, then sometimes they're gone anyway.
Yeah, a lot of times that's just it. A lot of times, if you ignore what they have to say,
Right.
Hmm.
they'll go away.
Yep.
Mhm.
The problem is depending on what they say.
Yeah.
If they get too much, the best way to do it is to delete the comment,
Hmm.
Mhm.
delete the comment, delete the comment.
Mhm.
From a moderator's point of view,
Right.
and from the point of view of the listener, just hit the ignore button.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. Steph says I've legit seen comments on the replay of Jenny's videos and had to fight the urge to protect Jenny. People are just so judgmental. I know
yep,
what you're talking about, Steph. I've seen the comments too, and you know what? Apparently, my skin is much thicker than I thought that it was because I saw those comments too. And at first, I was like, "Youch!"
there's no need to Tammy. There is no need to apologize.
No.
Yeah, don't apologize.
Yeah,
I
that's
told,
fine.
I think it was Steph or somebody that I was talking to, and I said that I hated that had happened with you, but that you were one of my originals, and I felt, um, protective,
Hmm.
of
One
you.
of us. One of
Right,
us.
It's
right,
it's it's
and
okay. Anybody that has to go it tries to go through to you has to go through me. I'm 6'6", weigh 245 pounds. Good luck.
We'll sick Lee on them.
mhm. Steph says, "Don't apologize. You took a breath for a bit, and then you returned, and we were relieved." Yes. Oh, you know what? It might have been Kel and not Steph that I said that to. I can't remember. It's been too long now. But Steph, there was one comment. I don't know if Morgana or Lee saw that. There was one comment that somebody left and said I think it was on when we were doing the Hannah Payne trial, and somebody had said something about me eating too many. They said something about me eating too many donuts. Oh, it was whenever I had made a comment about I had said something about um making so many trips from the grocery store that I would like carry it all in at once instead of like making multiple trips from the car with the groceries.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Somebody had commented and said maybe you should rethink that, or stop buying and eating too many donuts. You need to take more trips or something. And I was like, Whoa!
He
And I
should have
told
said maybe
I told
you should rethink commenting on my video too.
I told Grace and Abigail though. I said, you know what? The dude
It's a
was
good thing
right.
I
I
didn't see
love
it.
me some freaking donuts.
I love me some donuts.
It's a good thing I didn't see it.
But no, those kind of comments I could care less. I
Yeah.
really don't care. I don't know them. They don't know me. And
That-
you know what,
don't
dude?
waste your
Right.
time.
The dude never told a lie. I like me some donuts. You know what? I got some donuts in there in the kitchen right now, and I ate me 2 of them last night with a glass of milk before I went to bed. So, there you go. But
Oh, shoot. Speaking of sugars.
yeah, you better keep an eye on yours, buddy.
No, this isn't keep an eye on. This is take a shot.
Oh, I need to do
So
that
let
too.
me just. I'm still here, but I got to stop the camera for a minute.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get me one too.
I don't really think you want to watch me take a needle.
Let's see. Steph says I bought a dozen at Walmart yesterday. Eat my butt. It tastes sweet from the donuts. Keyboard warrior, right? Right. Sure.
Oh, I'm not
But
gonna.
honestly, when I read that comment though, Steph, I literally cackled out loud. I was like, "Oh my god!" And I had someone comment on the craft channel like back over a year and a half, 2 years ago, that said something about they liked my unboxing, but that the singing got on their nerves. And
So don't watch it then.
I replied back and I said, you know what? My singing gets on my own dang nerves. I can't help it. You're lucky I don't just start blurting out singing. I can't stop this feeling, or I can't fight this feeling anymore. You know, anything 80s, big bands, I'm gonna sing it and I'm gonna get on my own nerves. So, you know.
I just don't understand people. Like, if you don't like something, turn it off. Why do you gotta make a comment about it?
Yep, exactly.
Makes no sense to me. That's the people that are just trying to get a rise out of you.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what they do, and that's why I don't give it.
Yeah,
You know?
because that's what they want.
Steph said it was just a random person who commented after the live was over. It got me shaky and protective. Oh,
that wasn't pleasant.
Well, I took one too, Lee, so I'm
Yeah.
right with you.
I hit the wrong spot, and I got one of the longer needles.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the like almost inch long.
oh, those are fun.
Oh yeah.
they don't get enough of
Hi.
Steph. You're right. People are miserable. And you know what? It's like this cover minder here, right here. I will show it to you because it's one of my favorites. Right here. Well, you can't see it. Hold on a minute.
Can't see you.
Hold on. Here we go.
Exactly.
Don't be a salty heifer.
Don't be picking on people like me there, Steph.
Just don't be a salty heifer.
She's picking on me. See? She's picking on me.
Says as a reminder, your camera is off. I know.
Poor people don't get enough attention in real life. She's picking on me. I see how you are.
All right, you guys, we're going to get back to Scott Peterson.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Steph, I will tell you, thank you for being protective. I love that. I love it. It makes me feel good. But just know that I read it and it's whatever. They don't know me, and I'll come on live and eat a donut. I could care less what people think. He's not my husband or she's not my wife, so whatever. I could care less.
Exactly.
Okay. Dawn says when I come across a video I don't like, I just give it a thumbs up and move on.
Exactly.
There you go.
A straight married woman with 2 wives. Okay.
Hey, Lee. Hey, do you have a problem with that? No. I'm a straight woman with a husband and 2 wives. Yes, absolutely.
She could be her own show, reality show.
Exactly.
I know. That would be pretty good.
Yes, she does, Steph. Although she also has a very torturous one.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What do you mean a torturous one?
You still won't tell me what it is you want to send me.
Oh, well, that's because it's none of your business.
Anyway, back to the case.
It is none of your business.
You'll know when you know.
None of your business. If I want to meet a guy. What's that song? Somebody tell me what that song is.
I didn't hear it. What was it?
What is that? If I want to meet a guy, it's none of your business.
Sounds like something out of a Taylor Swift song.
Is that Salt and Pepper?
I don't know.
Morgana's like, I don't know.
I mean,
Steph,
I know.
help me out here. Steph, help me out. Sherry,
And I'm like,
somebody.
push it. I know that's Salt and Pepper.
None of your business.
What in God's name would you send me, Steph?
I think that's the title. I think it is too, Steph. Okay. You guys get me
You
off.
send me something, Steph, if you want. Oh, you just did. I got some scoops.
Scoopy Scooperson.
Scoopies.
Okay, so we got through the very pregnant wife, or the very pregnant woman with a golden retriever.
Yep.
Right.
She told her husband that she hoped that she didn't fall because the dog was jumping on her. Okay. Next here says Mr. Maldonado said that he recalls that the woman was dressed in dark pants and a light top. He said that she had dark hair. Mr. Maldonado said that she was located about the second house from the corner from Miller Avenue, and she was on the west side of the street. He said that he had seen photographs of Laci Peterson and is sure that that's the person he saw. Mr. Maldonado stated that as he continued to drive, he recalled looking in the rearview mirror to see if she crossed over Miller Avenue. However, he did not see her. Mr. Maldonado said that he and his wife then drove to his coworker's home on Grape and dropped off a Christmas gift. Mr. Maldonado said that they then went to Save Mart and then Long's. Mr. Maldonado supplied 2 receipts. Oh, they misspelled 2 there. One from Save Mart, which indicated a date of 12/24/02 and the time of 11:33 a.m., and one from Long's, which indicated a date of 12/24/02 and the time of 12:06 p.m. Mr. Maldonado said they were Save Mart for quite a while because the store was very busy. Okay, so 11:33 a.m. on 12/24. I wonder how much time difference there is from where he saw her to where his coworker lived, dropped off the Christmas gift. Like, did he visit with the person or did he just drop it off?
Well, it says at the top that he saw her at approximately 9:50 a.m. to 10 a.m. The first time, I guess, at the beginning.
Right. I'm just wondering because that's, an hour and a half later is when he's got this receipt from Save Mart. So I'm wondering, how much time in between where could he have accidentally, could it have been like 8:30 in the morning or,
How long ago was this?
2002.
And they remember it from 20 years ago?
No. This was the original testimony.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Or their original statements.
Yeah.
Mr. Maldonado said that he telephoned the Modesto police on January the 1st of 2003 to report this information. He said that he did not receive a call back, so he went to the command post to report the matter. He said that all he told a detective Wait. To report the matter, Mr. Maldonado said that he was told a detective would talk to him. However, no one has ever followed up. Mr. Maldonado said that he also told the same story to the police chaplain. He said that he did not recall seeing any other people or vehicle near Laci when he saw her. He did say that when he was getting gas at the USA station, he observed an older tan-colored van with some yellow parked at the station, also getting gas. He continued to say that the driver was a grubby-looking white male, late 40s, early 50s, 5'8", 150 to 155 pounds. He said that he would assist if needed further.
But see, they just didn't get back to him.
Yeah. 5/16/2003. So this would have been like 4 months later. Follow-up interview was conducted with Mr. Homer Maldonado at his residence. He had telephoned my office indicating that he had some additional information regarding the Peterson case. Mr. Maldonado stated that recently the Modesto Bee published the photographs of Stephen Todd and Donald Pierce. Mr. Maldonado said that when he looked at the photograph of Stephen Todd, he recognized him as the person who was associated with that tan-colored van he saw at the gas station just prior to his sighting of Laci Peterson. Mr. Maldonado continued to say that Todd was exiting from the store and someone from the van asked him, "Got the cigs?" Mr. Maldonado said that he did not know if Todd was driving the van or if he just got into the van. He said that the van was not getting gasoline. Mr. Maldonado said that he recalled that the van was tan colored with some yellow. He said that he recalled there was a ladder in the back. Okay. Recalled that there was a ladder in the back and also a spare tire cover or holder. He said that he remembered that the van had white curtains covering the windows of the rear portions of the van. Does that look like, have we looked, what page is that?
The pictures?
The van, yeah, she said it was on 3. I didn't write that down. Dang it.
I'm not sure. Was it 3 something? 3?
Preparation, Jenny. Preparation.
I think that I can remember things, and then
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't remember things.
Exactly.
I
Van
stink.
photos.
We all think our brains are younger than they really are, and we fight the urge to have to write them down.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I always say I have a diabetic brain because I have no memory. Either that
I
or
have.
my daughter sucked it out of me when she, I was carrying her.
In my case, I have a very, very, very religious brain. It's extremely holy.
Oh my God, Lee, you kill me. You absolutely kill me. You kill me. You crack me up.
And that was the whole point, Steph. That's why I only said preparation.
That's what mine feels like. Mary Lou is about 90.
Oh, wow. Here's a picture of the gas station. It looks like that he supposedly. Hold on. 3. I'm looking for it. Hold on, you guys.
Oh my gosh, Steph.
I'm not gonna have to boot her out of the chat. I can't see what she's saying.
No.
She said, I remember I had a rash on my knee and we ran out of rash cream and my mom asked me if I had any. If I found any, and she said, yes. I used Preparation H because it said it was for inflammation.
Oh my God. Well, let me write this down. Okay, van was on page
You were 9. And
Reach.
what if I? Yeah. Okay.
I wish I could remember something from when I was 9.
Yeah, me too. But then again, Steph's not that old.
That's true.
Dawn says, I think the van could have originally been orange and then painted white, and the white was burned off in the fire.
And that could be.
Well, but you can tell by looking at the van. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys the van. You can tell that that wasn't the case here. I don't feel like. Hold on, let me go to that page. 254 is where we were at. Let me write that down so I don't lose where we are at here now.
Yeah. Because
Now I'm
I,
on
I don't know that it was either, because it looks more like it was orange to start. I mean, it has been orange. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think a bunch of paint came off of it in the fire.
No,
Me
I don't
too,
either.
Jenny.
Small area, but like the front.
Okay, here we go. We're getting ready to see these photos of the van. Okay, this is the inside of it. And there's the windows, but there's not windows on the other side. Look, I'm going to go up to the actual burnt van. As soon as my mouse will let me.
I think so too, Steph, about the white.
Hold on, you guys. This is good grief.
I can't see chat right now because I have the screen widened so I can get a good look at the van.
Well, hold on. As soon as I can get to it, did I pass
I know
this?
that. I'm just telling people why I'm not responding to anything they might be saying.
Oh,
Don't jump the gun there, Jenny.
okay. When my computer gets all bogged down like this, it makes me nervous. Okay. Here we go. So here is the orange van. Okay.
Yep.
Now you can tell by looking at that. Let me see what it looks like on the StreamYard link. Steph says, children, don't make me put you in timeout. Me and Lee are going to fight like brothers and sisters here in a minute. Could it be the van was white and then the fire took off the white paint and it was orange original? No, I don't believe so.
No, if anything, it's just the opposite.
Well, I mean, you can see right here, right? I mean, you can see that van was burnt where it's sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But keep in mind that when you're painting, especially with a vehicle, the paint will adhere to the steel or aluminum or metal or whatever the car is made of. When you paint over that, you're talking about a paint that's only going to bond to another paint.
Right.
So the white would come off before the orange will.
Okay. See, you're smart. And see there on the top of the hood of the van on the left-hand side, it's white. I'm
That's
assuming that's like just damage from the fire or smoke or whatever.
fire, probably. It's probably melted that orange paint off.
It most likely did, because that to me looks more like burn damage. You know, it's
Mhm.
charring.
Well, and you can see that the paint, it looks like has melted and gone off down onto the grill.
Mm-hmm.
But when they were talking about the white curtains a minute ago, and he said something about a ladder and a spare tire. Where did
Mm-hmm.
they say the ladder was at?
On the back of the van. You know, you've seen those ladders on the back of vans like that to get up, like, I guess, to the,
Get up on the roof.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I can't tell from this picture if there was a ladder. I mean, I don't know that there was a picture of the back of the van.
Yeah, I don't know from the outside, but you can see the windows in that picture there, the back windows, but I don't know if you can tell if there's a ladder there or not.
Yeah.
The one with the front seat showing.
Let me see if I can zoom it in some. Make it bigger for us to see. Hold on. It's going to scroll over, but then let me scroll it over too, so that it's in the center of the.
See what you're seeing on the grill with that picture? That's actually the plastic in the grill melting down onto the bumper.
Oh, okay.
And there's your ladder on the left-hand back window.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see.
You can just see one of the rungs.
Where?
Down. Go down a little bit. Where you're seeing from the windshield view. Keep going. Right there. See, those are the front seats. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going down too far.
Yeah, bring it back down or up.
Yeah, up. Don't mind my hand gestures. Just I talk with my hands. All right, anyway, about halfway on that left-hand window, about halfway down the window, you can just barely see the rung going across the window.
I don't see it.
It could be. It's hard to tell. But
Are
I
you
know
talking about this right here?
No.
Oh, in the back
Directly
window.
on the back window.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
About halfway down the window itself on the back side. Right there.
Right here?
Yeah, right in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless that's something outside the window.
And it could be. You're right. It could be
But
something
it could be a
outside the
ladder
window.
too. And it almost looks like what's around those windows there. That's not material.
That's what I was looking to see. I was looking to see. It looks like there's potentially curtains because those windows are square, right? Like right here, you can see this is like squared off.
Yeah.
And then here it looks like it's rounded, like there's something around that.
Given the amount of damage, especially with that left-hand window, that more or less could be the rubber molding from around the door or around the window itself.
Could be.
But again, that's just an opinion of somebody who is not exactly an expert in fire damage.
Yeah. All of us.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like,
because the other window doesn't have it, and if he's going to have curtains, he's going to have them on both windows.
True. All right.
What is this other picture, though?
This?
The one on the right.
Yeah, that is a picture of a mattress that's in the back of the van, like right here.
Okay.
And there's blood on it, and they took a cutting of it and DNA swabs. And it instantly, when it went into there, you can see here when I scroll down, right here, the one on the left is like a bad picture with the flash on. And then this picture on the right is the swab where they said that it like instantaneously turned blue, which means it tested positive for the presence of blood.
I'm not an arson specialist. I just play one on YouTube. Okay, Steph. I can see her and I are going to have a real good time if I'm on lives.
Oh, gosh. 100%. So, yeah, I'm not sure about the curtains.
Well, they could have been burnt too. I mean, if there was curtains.
Yeah. Yeah, they could be long gone, right?
Oh, yeah, they would have to be because look at the damage to the steel and to the metal. If it's damaged the metal to that point, any fabric,
Yeah.
Well, I should say any light fabric is just toast.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, you could see um, here the material is burned completely off the seats.
Yep.
Right.
And then you've got, I mean, mattresses are supposed to be like, what do they call it? Fire
Fire
retardant.
retardant.
So
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yeah, they're not fireproof. They're just fire resistant.
Right.
Or flame retardant. Isn't that what they
Yeah.
say?
Same
Right.
thing.
Yeah. But did you see where they said that I guess they found a rag in the gas hanging out of the gas tank,
Oh, I didn't see that. I
and
didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
the gas cap was apparently on the ground by the van and stuff because they were wanting all that evidence too, or photos and all that stuff, whatever they had. I guess they
Yeah.
wanted.
So
Well,
what is this right here under this tire? And then there's something like right here.
Hmm.
Let me maximize my screen again.
Yeah, it's like right underneath, right
Yeah,
under
right
the two
underneath
things.
the front tire.
Right.
I think that's probably more just like motor insulation and whatnot. I don't think it's anything like that. But what I don't understand is why would they be looking for photographic evidence of a gas cap near the van when these are police photos, aren't they?
Well,
These
that's
are the fire department investigator photos.
Right. And if it, in that case, they should have photos showing the gas cap.
right. But that's what that's what Peterson's lawyers from this Innocence Project or whatever want copies of, and the evidence that they have from that.
Right. Oh, I thought you meant the prosecution was looking for them.
No, his
Now,
side.
prosecution has everything, and that's what his new defense lawyers from this Innocence Project is requesting.
Right.
Hmm.
All this evidence. This is everything they're wanting. Um,
Tons of stuff.
yeah. You see, they did not apparently, from what I know or from what I've gathered, is that they haven't uh like this van wasn't, I guess, brought up into the trial, wasn't like used in the trial, even though the van was burnt and found the day after she went missing,
Right.
and it was located 1 mile away from their house,
Right.
and there's blood on the mattress.
And I don't think that's ever been tested, right?
That's what I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, they collected it, but I don't think that it was ever tested because according to what I've been reading, the Innocence Project is wanting that DNA to be tested.
Right. Because I think that the one firefighter guy that was there when they were doing the testing to see if it was blood, he's the one that's in the papers here about, having told what he saw and stuff. And I don't think they really did anything with it. And he was like shocked that that hadn't been
Oh,
tested.
yeah, that's true. He did say that he felt like that they did not do a thorough investigation into who, if this had anything to do with Laci.
Right.
So that's a little bit suspicious to me.
Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't, I mean, if nothing else, just to rule it out. What? Unless you already have your mind made up who
Right.
you who you think it is or who you want it to be or whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand
Yeah.
why they wouldn't have done it to at least have ruled it out. for
Mm.
sure. I mean, that's a huge piece of evidence.
Granny. Good night,
One
Mary Lou.
Night, Mary Lou.
Good night, Mary Lou. Granny here is sleepy, she said. Tammy said, "Do you guys think it'll be hard to prove his innocence with it being such an old case? Cold, wonder how much evidence could be lost. So they keep all this evidence 20 something years later." I think that they do. I think it, how long they keep evidence depends on the state, like from one state to the next.
Mm.
Uh-uh.
It doesn't?
No, if they know they're going to bring somebody to trial, or if they believe that they can find the person for trial, they hold on to that evidence until the case itself is resolved. That's why you see a lot of TV shows now with cold case files,
Mm-hmm.
because they keep them in records and then they store them off-site.
Yeah, but see, this guy was convicted 20 years ago.
But he still had the process of appeals. Once all of the appeal process is over, if he doesn't get another trial, then the individual states will go, okay, we don't need this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So the physical evidence may go away, but the paper trail still has to remain.
Okay.
Ridiculous, but true.
Well, hmm. I mean, personally, if you ask me, especially like this was a death row case. Now he was taken off death row. They dropped it from death row to life without parole, but still, um,
Mm.
especially in death row cases, death penalty cases, I think that evidence should be held indefinitely.
And generally speaking, they do, as far
Okay.
as I'm aware.
Tammy, I think he did. I think that he filed an appeal in 2022 and lost.
There's been a couple, hadn't there, or a couple different things that they did.
Yeah, there was one where something to do with that juror, that strawberry shortcake juror. I can't remember exactly what happened with that, but the only thing that I think that he ever like won was the dropping of the death penalty.
Right.
Sherry said, "I read a relative of Lacey's said Scott did not want a child and he felt trapped." Yeah, I've read that too.
Yeah, I've
But
heard
they
that.
said they said that wasn't true. That he um I think that they said that he like was worried about it, but that he had like he'd gone to all the doctor's appointments with her. He had like helped decorate the nursery and was all all that kind of stuff. So
But then he told Amber, his girlfriend on the side, that he didn't want any kids, that her daughter was enough, and talking about how he would get a vasectomy.
mhm.
So there was talk of that. So I don't know if that's where that's coming from too.
Well,
Mm.
the problem with those kinds of things
Mm.
is whose side saying it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
The side for him or the side against him?
Well, she probably would have been against him at that point
Yeah, pretty much.
when she
Yeah.
wrote her book.
Steph said he was a serial philanderer, though. Sure, a
Yeah.
baby would cramp his affairs, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they would.
100%. Hi, Los en Casa. Wow, did I say that right? Amber had a child. Yeah.
Hold on just a
Yeah.
minute. I gotta plug in my headset.
Yep. 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 Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to take another break. This kiddo is wanting some milk. So hold on just a second. Let me
Okay.
go back to this page that we were on, which was
Make sure I
page
keep my hat on.
254, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Jenny.
Okay, let me make this smaller again. 254.
See what happens when you have guests on? You tend to fall off track,
Goes off the rails.
especially with me.
And
Off
leave
the
the
rails like a
conductor.
crazy train, like
Yep.
Was it Ozzy Osbourne?
Ozzy.
Ozzy Osbourne. Yep.
Okay.
If I could steal that intro, I would.
All right, I know.
All aboard!
All
But
right,
that's
I'm gonna go
okay
get her
because I have a
some
new one.
milk.
Okay.
She's gonna what?
Get milk.
Oh, okay. Make it chocolate. It's more tasty.
For the little. She's getting milk for the little. For
Yep.
the little.
Yeah. Well, then you give in that case, make it chocolate milk. Make it chocolate milk. Let the kid run around like a top, and then tire herself out and go to sleep.
Yeah. Steph says don't start biting heads off bats, Lee.
Oh hell no.
No, that's rabies.
That's right. And I don't want to give the poor bats rabies.
That's right. Oh, Steph says she's going to get a donut.
But I'm not going to go past the fact that I might bite. It all depends.
Look out.
Maybe a little nibble here and there. There I go again.
He's going off the rails. I hope she brings us some back, Steph.
Yeah, really. I mean, I know I have some on the snack table, but still.
She's going to bring in some extra.
All of these different nice little snacky things I have on the table. Some of which I like the chocolates.
Right.
And I can't have any.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love going to some of the buffets and they had those chocolate fountains.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just grab pretzels or marshmallows or whatever and dip them under the chocolate fountain.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have such a good time with that. I could make a whole meal out of those things.
I still have stuff like that sometimes. I have to have something.
If I give her good nibbles. She might sing. Might be a different tune, but she might sing.
Oh, my goodness. Don't you guys hate when you've been working on a DP for months, then you run out of a color or two, but you can find one of your stash, but you just need like 20 drills to finish.
I can't say anything because the one big painting that I started, I got about a quarter of the way through before I threw my back out, and I haven't been able to get back to it yet. I've just started trying to sit down and get back to it, but that's been months I've been sitting there with this thing.
Yeah, that's hard because if you can't get in the right position or if it hurts to sit a certain way, it's hard to do it.
Well, I have one of those coffee tables that you can just pull the top and lift it.
Right.
Okay, and it comes up and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I use my office chair, a regular office chair.
Right.
But even so, I still have to lean forward.
Right. I don't think there is a way to not lean forward and do it, really.
Yeah, I know there isn't.
Thanks.
I mean, even if you have a drafting table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have a drafting table. That's what mine is. But I don't have to lean as far forward, but still have to lean forward.
Yeah, and when you have a bad back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
the funny thing is, you know how this all started?
How?
I was pushing a push broom.
Oh gosh.
Okay, and
It doesn't take much sometimes.
my back spasmed, and when it did, I went straight down, to try and stretch it. I
Mm-hmm.
went straight down, bending at the knee. I went straight down, and I was gonna, stretch it out that way.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got down, I couldn't get back up.
Oh gosh.
They brought me to the emergency room. My wife brought me to the emergency room eventually. Well, she didn't bring me. They had to call an ambulance.
I was
And
gonna say, how'd she get you there?
I turned the ambulance attendant's face white because while they went to move me, and in order to move me, they had to lift up the stretcher, one end
Yeah.
of the stretcher to get me out the door.
Uh-huh.
And I screamed, so loud I scared the shit out of the guy. But they gave me enough medication to try and ease the pain. The
Mm-hmm.
nurse said to my wife, "I have no idea how he's even got his eyes open. We've given him enough to knock out an elephant.
Yeah.
And that includes morphine."
Oh geez.
And then by the time they wheeled me out, they put me to a room. I'm sitting there looking up at the ceiling, going, "Oh wow, what pretty lights!"
Look at the pretty lights.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys are cracking me up. I've been
But
sitting
yeah,
the
my
last couple
back. You've been listening to what?
listening to you guys for a couple minutes.
You eavesdropper, you.
I know, right?
But yeah, ever since then, my back has been kind of iffy,
Yeah.
you know.
It
And
doesn't
then
take
one
much to
day,
get it back,
yeah,
out.
I was taking groceries out of the back of the car, and I turned just right, and that was it. That was 3 months ago, 4 months
Yeah.
ago, and I haven't been able to diamond paint since. I am not a happy camper.
That's the
Yeah.
worst. I
Yeah,
cannot
tell me.
My husband has sciatica off and on, and oh,
snacking on a donut. Steph, I wish.
that's
I've got one hid in there. I think I'll have it before I go to bed too. I have this really bad habit of wanting something sweet, like right as I'm going to sleep.
I have peanut butter crackers next to my bed for just that reason.
There you go. Ooh, Steph, this thing is kind of cool looking. I'm looking at this. This is nice.
What is that?
This link that Steph put in the chat, it's a laptop desk for beds.
Yeah, well, I ain't laying in bed all the time either.
No,
Oh
but I'm
yeah, I've seen those.
a recliner too.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
Lee says I ain't laying in bed all the time.
I like that though. That's pretty cool.
I'd have to have a really good reason.
Ugh. And it has an angled easel top.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to this. And you can adjust the height. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Where were we here?
So we got done with the van.
So that he recalled the van was tan color with some yellow. Okay. This next little nugget here says Mr. Maldonado said that he believes that the van drove around the store as it exited. Mr. Maldonado said that he did not see which way the van went. However, he said that he and his wife exited onto Miller, and this is when they saw Laci and her dog. He expressed concern about the police not believing the information he relayed to them. He also said that he spoke with Vivian Mitchell, who told him that the police tried to tell her that she saw a blonde lady and not a woman with brown hair that matched the description of Laci. He said that Mrs. Mitchell would not change her story, however. No
Good.
further information. And then here apparently is his receipts.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what kills me when the police say, "Oh no, it was a blonde woman." It's like, no, that's not what I saw.
No, that's crazy.
Exhibit J is what? Let's see. Martha Aguilar. Okay, so this is another one. Before we start talking about Martha, though, I want to go back up to where we were at originally, and kind of see. I got sticky notes everywhere. Martha Aguilar.
That's what I like about sticky notes on the computer.
Yeah, I know. I'm a hands-on-y kind of person, though. I gotta write stuff down.
So what? What's the difference? You type it down and you leave it on a sticky note on your screen, or you write it down and you stick it to the edge of your screen. Same thing. I just screwed her all up.
Hey, stop it. Stop it. Steph says, and because she said no with conviction, they just decided to stop listening to her because she would bend to what they wanted her to say. Hence
Right.
why I wouldn't do a lie detector test. Okay. The lie detector test. Yeah, everybody yesterday was like, no, never take a lie detector test. Never, 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 never. Okay, I'm going to go back up.
Not admissible, so that's part of it.
257. Let me go back to page 40. Is it 40?
Not only that, but there are ways of beating a lie detector test.
Yeah.
You know?
So these were all the people that was talking about the reports of Laci walking the dog. Every time I say walking the dog, it makes me think of
walking the dog.
Walking the dog. Walking the dog.
Yeah.
Walking the dog. Walking the dog.
Here we go with Aerosmith again.
254. 254. Page 2.
Different kind of dog.
I'm thinking of was it Beavis and Butthead?
I don't know. I know it's from something.
Yeah, I know.
Just thinking the same way you were saying.
It's from a song from Aerosmith, Walking the Dog, or it's a line from it. But in that particular case, the song is actually about drug use.
Okay, well, maybe then Beavis and Butthead said it because they were the MTV people who always listened to the songs and would say things. So good night, Dawn.
I'm sorry, Dawn. I'm scaring them away. See what happens?
No.
See you later, Dawn. Have a good rest or a good sleep.
Night, Dawn.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll see you in a live somewhere along the line.
Yeah, right? I know.
I'm in enough of them.
Oh, we love them. All right. So this was about the Homer Maldonado dude. 254. Let's go down to the next person.
Going back down to Exhibit J.
Yeah, because I couldn't find what I was looking for. I kind of want to get into this.
Don't fight, Steph. If you're tired, go to sleep because you'll only end up ruining yourself for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then you'll miss Jenny's live on Mr. Tucker, and you know.
Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Yeesh, right? Come on.
Just
who knows? He might come up with something.
Just let our voices lull you to sleep, Steph, and then here in about 5 minutes when you doze off, we'll make Lee do something to like scare you and wake you up.
Huh?
You'll scream.
Yeah, I'm fine. My wife. Hey, Captain, are you okay over there?
Oh,
Well, that's just it. I could always talk because of the fact that my voice has been said. It's been said that my voice is soothing. I could talk softer, and I could start talking about different things that'll just put her to sleep.
Yeah, Steph voted for it, and then she skipped them all.
I know, right? And then left us with it. Left us to deal with it, to deal with Tucker.
Yeah, Steph, you need to be there and have to suffer through it.
Uh-huh.
We've gotten this far. We can't stop now, right?
Right.
Yeah, we're both feet in now, so.
See it to the end.
I know it. God, no matter
Whatever it is.
the poor judge.
Yeah, the only problem is here we took a deep dive into this, right into the bottomless pit.
Mm. Into a bottomless pit. That's the crazy part. Okay, let's see. We're back to page 257 again. This is the Martha Aguilar. How do you say that last name? Aguilar?
Aguilar. Maybe.
Aguilar, yeah, that's what I think.
Aguilar. Okay.
I'm not good with names, but that's what I think.
All right. All right. January 10th,
Not me,
2002.
Tammy. I didn't do it.
While following up door to door with residents on Covina Avenue, near Miller Avenue, contact was made with Martha Aguilar, Aguilar,
Aguilar.
Aguilar
I
at
don't
the
know.
Saavedra residence at 201 Covina. Martha lives 2 doors down and just happened to be visiting Clara and Martin Saavedra at the time of my arrival. Mrs. Aguilar stated that she and her husband were driving down La Loma Avenue going towards downtown on December 24th at approximately 10:30 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Mrs. Aguilar said that she observed a pregnant woman matching the description of Laci walking a golden retriever on La Loma Avenue, about 1 block east of La Loma Park. Mrs. Aguilar said that the first thing she noticed was that the woman was pregnant, and then she noticed that she was not wearing a coat or jacket, and it was cold outside. I'll tell you right now, when you're pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
you're hot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
I
We
wouldn't.
actually have Tucker's on time.
Right.
Yeah.
Take a betting poll.
He's been doing really good about being on time the last couple of days after the judge threatened to have him
Arrested.
Yeah.
And
He
then
was
there's
irritated
Steph.
today, so who knows what he'll do tomorrow.
And then there's Steph. My tummy hurts from laughing. After that little explosion this afternoon, I'm surprised he didn't have him incarcerated.
Exactly. I was waiting for it.
I was too. I was waiting on it. I was waiting on Tucker to flip his lid,
Mm-hmm.
which in turn, and did you notice, is it just me or did you notice that when the judge came out and got behind on the bench and he instantly went into this, we're not waiting anymore and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, he
Did you
was
notice
loaded
his
from bear.
voice?
You could
His
see
voice,
on his
Where did that
face.
come from?
You could see on his face that he was loaded for bear as soon as he walked in the room.
well,
You
what
know?
I was saying is his voice was even quivering a little bit. Like he was like,
Yeah.
I could hear his voice shaking.
Yeah, because he was afraid he was going to go over the bench at him.
Oh,
You know, he's just tired of all the delays and all the bullshit that Tucker's putting. Not only is he wasting the taxpayers' money,
Yeah.
he's wasting the court's time. He's wasting the
jurors.
time of all the jurors.
Mm-hmm.
He's wasting the time of the prosecutors. You know,
Yeah.
well, and can you imagine how the judge feels as far as it's like a mockery of his courtroom.
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
his courtroom,
Yeah,
you know?
and when he does, Tammy, that means the whole thing's either one of two things is going to happen. Either it's going to start the whole trial all over again, or they're going to turn around and say, "All right, here's your lawyer. We start again Monday morning." You know?
Mm.
And what do you mean, like pretty much just appoint a lawyer for him,
Yeah.
like a public defender or something?
Yep. Unless he turns around and says, "My lawyer's going to be such and such," and even if he does that, I think the judge is going to turn around and say, "Okay, you have until like Monday morning or something to to get this straightened out because I'm done with the delays."
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know that this has to be affecting the jurors' opinion.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Because even if you're not supposed to, you know that they're thinking this guy's really irritating me, and I'm
Now,
having to come in here for an hour here and then 2 hours there, and you
if
know,
if I were on the jury, now I've been saying all along that I don't think he's guilty. Okay?
mhm.
But given the way things have been going through this entire trial, I'm not so sure I wouldn't find him guilty just because he pissed me off that bad.
That's what I mean. That's what because some people would be like that.
You know?
Seriously,
oh Lord.
you know how people are. Some people would really just
Well, I mean, that would be, they would probably, uh, you know, really want to be some, what do they call them, petty betties or something, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like
yeah.
let's just give him a little taste of his own medicine, you know?
Hmm.
Sherry! I didn't see you there. What have you been lurking? Sheesh.
Sherry comes in every once in a while. I think she is lurking. She's got whips that she's whipping and trying to get done. So
Yeah, well,
I thought
stop hiding, damn it.
mm,
So anyway, back to Jay here.
okay, okay.
did you
Um,
get Jenny?
huh?
I thought you said she had lips that she was flipping,
Wait,
and I
No,
thought what?
no. I said whips that she's
Yeah.
whipping.
Oh, I thought you said lips that she's flipping.
No, she's.
well, that would have been fun.
I thought,
Uh,
what the heck's that mean?
Morgana's like, wait, I've missed something here.
Yeah.
Um, Tammy said, I've seen where they declare a mistrial, then they go through the jury picking again, appoint a lawyer. That's probably what will happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean when I said start all over again.
Mm-hmm. What was it he said he was going to do? I forgot what he said. What the word was. He was going to.
Basically, what it boils down to is, like she said, he's going to quit.
Yeah, but there was a word he called it, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. It's just, that's just legal terminology for I quit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
poor guy. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's get back to Mrs. Aguilar. Um, Mrs. Aguilar.
You were about the cold
Oh, the
outside.
jacket. Yep. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Morgana. Thank you. Mrs. Aguilar said that she had seen photographs of Laci Peterson and is certain that it was Mrs. Peterson she saw on the morning of December 24th. Mrs. Aguilar said that she recognized Mrs. Peterson because she had previously seen her, excuse me, at Gold Medical Center. Okay, I think this was the one that we were talking about last night.
Right. I think it is.
Mrs. Aguilar said that she also recalled seeing the flower tattoo on Mrs. Peterson's ankle because Laci had a sunflower tattoo on her ankle.
I
Mrs.
think somebody
Aguilar,
else talked about that too. And one of these people, witnesses that said they saw her walking, that they saw the tattoo too.
okay.
besides this lady.
Okay. Mrs. Aguilar stated that she did not report this matter to the police. However, her husband, Frank Aguilar, stated or talked to a news reporter, Jody Hernandez, and told her the same information. Mrs. Aguilar had no further information.
That's what you ought to start doing. When you highlight what you're reading, leave the highlight on so that when you go back to it, you know where it is.
Yeah, that's
And
a good
yes, and yes, Tammy, that's right. Disqualified himself.
that's it. Disqualified. That's it. I could not think of the word.
Neither could I. Recused, disqualified, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
This investigative report here was on January 20th, 2003. Contact was made with Tony Freitas. And then it gives the address and stuff, which that should be redacted, and I'm sitting here highlighting it. But anyway, Mr. Freitas stated that he is a route driver for Oral Wheat Bread. Hey, that's a good name brand of bread. And on his route, he services restaurants. Mr. Freitas stated that on December 24th, 2002, he was at Perco's restaurant on Yosemite Boulevard making a delivery. Mr. Freitas said that when he left Perco's, he drove down Yosemite and turned onto La Loma Avenue. Mr. Freitas said that this is his usual route to go to Denny's restaurant at 5 Points McHenry Avenue. Mr. Freitas said that as he drove down La Loma, he recalls seeing whom he now recognizes from the posters and photographs as Laci Peterson. Mr. Freitas said that he recalled specifically that she was walking golden retriever type dog, that she was obviously pregnant, and that she was wearing dark clothing.
There's dark clothing again.
Yeah. Now the one person said that it was dark pants and a light top, though, right?
I think one of them did, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Freitas said that he is not positive on the time. However, he believes that it was at least 9:45 a.m. Mr. Freitas said that Laci was walking on the south side of the street, heading west towards town. He said that she was across the street from the triangular-shaped grass park-like area, which is close to Miller Avenue intersection. Mr. Freitas said that he did recall seeing two scraggly-looking male subjects at the bus stop bench located at this triangular-shaped property. Okay, so could these two scraggly guys be the guys from the van?
Maybe. Or just two more.
Mr. Freitas said that he would check with his boss and attempt to locate his work records that will show the time he left Perco's. Mr. Freitas said that he would phone as soon as he was able to obtain the information. Mr. Freitas stated that on January 4th, 2003, his friend Chris Raleigh came to his home to visit. Mr. Freitas said that he told his friend that he saw the posters indicating that Laci was missing, and they recalled seeing her on December 24th. He said that he telephoned the police while his friend was there to report what he saw. He said that he talked to a female, however, he did not recall her name. He said that detectives have not contacted him regarding this matter.
There's another one.
No further information. So you have at least 3 or 4 people, including the couple, the married woman, the Homer and whatever Maldonado people, who are all claiming the same thing.
Right.
And they all swear it was her they seen on the posters.
Mm-hmm.
He could have said recusal, Sherry, but I'm not exactly sure, but I believe it was disqualified himself.
I think he said disqualified too, because I remember it having like a D and a Q. I remember it being something like that. Who
So
is
this is
this?
another statement, K.
It says Reverend. Is it Reverend? Yeah. Vern Deathridge, Modesto Gospel Mission. I don't know what this is.
Isn't that the mission where they said that homeless people stayed or something? They had like, where they could stay overnight,
Mm-hmm.
but it's close to that area. And they said with that neighborhood that they lived in that they had made a bridge, a walking bridge, like between that neighborhood and a different neighborhood across this creek or something. And so that there was a lot of traffic, walking traffic of people, you know, from not the nice part of town and a
Okay.
nice area. And that was one of the areas they said, from this mission that they had a lot of homeless people and stuff coming from. Because I know the neighbors that got robbed, the lady in her statement on here, it said that, there had been a lot more foot traffic in the years, you know, more recent years to when
Yeah.
they got robbed there, and that you just saw all kinds of people. And I don't know. I don't know what she was insinuating, but
I don't know. This is kind of a plain Jane letter, though. I mean, basically, it just says, Dear Vern, as we discussed during our meeting on January 23rd, 2003, I've enclosed a flyer requesting assistance and information regarding the disappearance of Laci Peterson. I sincerely appreciate your help in introducing us to your congregation. I'm hopeful that there is someone who might be able to assist us with information. Should you have any questions, don't hesitate to call. Thank you. Yours truly, Gary L. Morian, whatever.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. This is February the 27th, 2003. An interview was conducted with Vivian Mitchell. Okay, this is the chick who the police said, no, it was a blonde woman that you saw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Mrs. Mitchell stated that she did see Laci Peterson on Christmas Eve morning walking her dog. Mrs. Mitchell explained that she was standing at her kitchen window, which faces La Sombra Avenue. Mrs. Mitchell said that she observed Laci walking her golden retriever dog east on La Sombra, approaching the intersection of Buena Vista Drive. Mrs. Mitchell said that when they reached the corner, the dog tried to go south on Buena Vista and Laci was trying to go the opposite direction. Mrs. Mitchell said that she recalled telling her husband, Bill, there's the lady with the pretty dog. Mrs. Mitchell said that Laci got the dog turned around and they then walked north on Buena Vista towards La Loma Avenue. Mrs. Mitchell said that she believes that it was approximately 10 a.m. to 10:30 when she saw Laci. Mrs. Mitchell said that she recalled seeing Laci walk her dog in the area before and has recognized her from the pictures that have been published. She stated that on the morning when she saw Laci on December 24th, the sun had come out and she recalled the golden retriever's coat shined in the sun. I love that kind of detail because that I'm like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would notice something goofy like that. Mrs.
Lee's
Mitchell,
laughing.
huh?
I thought Lee was laughing.
Oh.
I am.
Oh,
Mrs. Mitchell said that she telephoned the police about a week later and told them what she saw. Mrs. Mitchell said that the lady she spoke with at Modesto Police Department did not seem very interested in what she had to say.
there's
Mrs.
another
Mitchell had no further information.
Here I am trying to be nice, and you throw me under the bus.
I
She
just
never
happened
would have known.
You're rotten, Lee.
You behaved, though. You didn't say anything.
Okay, here's another one. May 27th. So this was like 5 months after the fact. Contact was made with Grace Wolf at her residence. Ms. Wolf stated that she saw Laci walking her dog on 1224 sometime between 9:30 and 9:45 on Encina Avenue. Okay. Ms. Wolf explained that on 1224 she left her home between 8:30 a.m. and 8:45 a.m. to give her son a ride to a location on Norris Avenue. Ms. Wolf said that it only took her about 10 minutes to get to this location. She said that after dropping her son off, she then went to Save Mart on 17th Street downtown, and from there she drove home. Ms. Wolf said that she was driving east on Encina when she observed Laci walking west on Encina between Santa Barbara and Santa Cruz Avenues on the opposite side of the street. Ms. Wolf said that she was driving slowly. I lost my place. And both she and Laci made eye contact and smiled at each other. Ms. Wolf said that she and Laci both recognized each other because she had seen both Laci and Scott walking their dog past her home on a few occasions, and she said hello to both Scott and Laci. Ms. Wolf said that on 1224, Laci was wearing black pants and a blue nylon type jacket. What?
And the other person said she didn't have a coat on.
Right.
Hmm.
Ms. Wolf said that she could not see what kind of shirt she was wearing. Ms. Wolf said that she did see that Laci was pregnant and she was walking her golden retriever. Ms. Wolf said that since this day, she has seen photographs of both Laci and Scott in the newspapers and on the news. She stated that she is certain that it was Laci who she saw on 1224. Ms. Wolf said that she did not see any other vehicles parked on the street or driving nearby where Laci was walking. She stated that she believes. Okay, well, let me play the devil's clavicle here for a minute. Not really the devil's clavicle, but
The devil. It's called the devil's advocate.
yeah,
Lee missed that whole thing.
Lee, you missed it.
You weren't here last night.
So, yeah, every time I would try to say devil's advocate, I kept saying Devicle's advocate. Like I kept saying Devicle, like every single time. And then I think it was JB's mama went to say devil's advocate, and she said Devicle. And then Morgana threw in clavicle. So now it's just Mickey has deemed it, and henceforth and forevermore, it is called the devil's clavicle. So
Okay. Now I got it. I'm up to date.
You're up to date now.
all right. So what I was going to say is, if she saw her at, say, would she say 9:30, 9:45?
Mm-hmm.
Could it have been a thing where she started out walking and she started with a jacket, but then was like, okay, let me take this jacket off, and maybe like took it off and like wrapped it around her waist? And so if it was depending on what color blue, if it was a darker blue, the people saying that she had on a white top and dark pants, it could have been that the jacket blended in with the pants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. It could be that.
And they just kind of at a quick glance saw her, knew it was her because they know her from the neighborhood, knew that they know the dog. And they're like, oh,
Right.
yeah, she was wearing a white t-shirt and dark pants.
I mean, that could be it.
And didn't notice the jacket, especially if she got hot.
Right.
Because she said she saw her earlier. I think it said 9:30 to 9:45.
I think so.
Yeah. She left 8:30 to 8:45, but okay, here she saw her between 9:30 and 9:45. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was my devil's clavicle thing for a minute. Okay. Where was we? Okay, Miss Wolf stated that she believes that it was the Sunday prior to 12/24. Laci and Scott walked by her home. Miss Wolf said that it was about 3:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. and she was working in her yard. She said that Laci and Scott were walking from the direction of East La Loma Park down Phoenix Avenue and toward the walking path that connects Phoenix to Encina. Miss Wolf said that both appeared very happy, smiling, laughing, holding hands. Both said hello as they passed. Miss Wolf stated that both Laci and Scott have beautiful smiles. Aww. Miss Wolf said that previously Scott and Laci had walked by her home going in the same direction. She said that her 3-year-old granddaughter was with her in the yard. Miss Wolf said that her granddaughter told them that she liked their dog, so Scott and Laci stopped and talked a short while. Miss Wolf said that Scott asked the age her granddaughter was. They talked about kids and their dog. Miss Wolf stated that when they saw the television news about Laci disappearing, she immediately told her family about seeing Laci on 12/24. Miss Wolf said that she was hesitant in calling the police because they were discrediting anyone who claimed that they saw Laci.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Miss Wolf said that her own son Miss Wolf said that her own son was murdered and his body dumped in Merced County. She said that this occurred about 3 years ago. Miss Wolf said that every time she thinks about Laci, it reminds her of her own son. Miss Wolf said that she would be willing to assist if needed further. Wow.
Mm.
I mean, I would think, in a situation like that, with that having your own um, son being murdered like that, that um, you would know the importance of valid information.
You would think.
Right. So I don't see her being one to give. I mean, I don't know her, right? But I'm just saying,
Right.
I wouldn't think that she would give misinformation. But
But you
also,
see, that's just it. You're using the one key word here. Think.
right,
We don't know motivations.
Mm,
true.
true.
But when she said, uh, Ms. Wolf said that she was hesitant in calling because they were discrediting. Um, she would be willing to assist if needed further. So I don't know. I don't know, you guys.
It's crazy. There's just a ton of them. I mean, I can't believe in all of them saying that nobody ever got back with them. You
Right?
know, that's crazy.
What is that one?
Which one?
Oh, what was that? Just a break?
Yeah. I think it was a break in the page. There was here, well, it says for media exhibits, please see Exhibit O to the Declaration of Gary attached as Exhibit 9 to the motion for DNA testing. So I don't know if maybe they,
It's probably
uh,
physical evidence,
yeah,
or a lead to the physical evidence. Lead in.
right. Um, this was another investigative report here. Um, is this another one about? No, this has to do with the boat, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. The dog seemed as though it was new or it was gone. Okay, so this is where we're getting into the witness statements about those that saw the dog running by itself.
Oh, okay. So we got through all the ones with just the witness that people's or just people that said they saw her.
Right. What do you think we call it for tonight? It's been almost 3 hours, and we can resume with the dogs tomorrow.
Yeah,
So,
I don't see why not.
sounds
yeah.
good.
Just remember where you're at, P.
Mark the
Yeah.
page.
I'm
Or
gonna
write
write
it
that down. I'm gonna
Just
write
don't look at it too long, because then you may have to run to the bathroom.
it. I gotta go pee pee. Yeah, you know.
Here, let me run some water in the background.
Page 269. Page 269.
Oh, kinky.
here.
You sicko.
269s? I mean, really?
You are a sicko. Sicko.
Yes, I
Sicko.
am. Yes, I am. But there's a joke that's even worse than that.
I would imagine.
But I
Cut
won't
Leo.
say it. I won't say it. Nope, nope, nope,
Nope.
nope.
Get
All
after
right.
him.
Tammy said we nicknamed it, and then Steph says, and then it became the Devicles Advocal.
Clavicle.
Yeah.
Everything. It's everything.
And then as soon as you try to say it screwed up, you say it right.
See, I knew
No,
Steph
Stephanie did not.
Yes,
No, she
Steph,
did
you
not.
heard 269, and I said,
No.
wow,
No.
269s, that's kinky.
Hmm.
But then again,
Boy.
remember with 77, you get 8 more. There goes the finger shaking. Hey, it's numbers. I didn't say anything bad. I say it's numbers.
he's fine.
Lee.
Yes.
It was so good to see your face and hear your voice. I'm serious. I feel very honored.
Yeah, and now she's never gonna have me back again.
No, I will too. I will too. You know I will. And
I know you said you were gonna have me on. You said you wanted to have me at some point in time on the crafting channel,
and I do
and
want
we
to.
will. We will. Especially when I get my hair cut and I don't have to wear the hat.
You know what? Between you and Morgana, I've known you guys for such a long time now, and I have, tried to get Morgana a few times, and now I've broke her and I've broke you, and
You didn't break me, honey. I'm not shy.
well, I'm
when
honored.
I was a baby in the crib and I would cry, my parents would bring in a camera and I'd shut up and start smiling.
I believe that.
Yep, he's a ham.
Yep, I most certainly am. I'm a ham, but hey, at least I'm not a turducken.
True.
Yeah.
A turducken.
Hey, ham is everybody's favorite. You know it. It really is. Ham is everybody's favorite. Everybody skips over the turkey and goes straight for the ham. So
No, I skip over. No. You see, that's just it. I don't because I am a turkey, so therefore I go for the turkey. It takes one to know one.
yeah, I guess.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry.
I'm going
to say this now, okay, because I have a chance to actually say it and not type it. I do appreciate all of the kind words. I do appreciate all of the niceties. I do appreciate the people that want to keep sending me things like Steph. But I don't feel like I'm the type of person that has done anything so special that I deserve these things to me. So that's why I am so tough on not accepting gifts. Because there's nothing special about me. I'm doing nothing more than anybody else in the community would do. Okay, now I'm off my soapbox.
Well, but we
It's
all.
just easier. It's easier to say it than type it.
Yeah, I know what you
Yeah.
mean. But you always show up and show out, and that's what means the most.
Wait a minute.
What?
Nope, I'm not showing out anything. No, I'm just.
I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you
The people
out.
on the camera will soon figure out what I'm doing.
I'll knock you out. Yeah.
Mama said knock you out.
Now. Yeah, Steph.
Yeah, but I'm the type of person, honey, that quite frankly, I appreciate it more than anybody knows, but I'm the type of person that doesn't think I'm good enough to be considered having a friendship with anybody. So I've been that way all my life. So it's not something you get away with easily. You get away from easily.
I get that. I understand
Hey,
that.
I don't have to put it away. I'm in my own home.
But you're on camera.
Yeah, but you can't see it, can you?
No.
Well, here in that case, I'm not gonna put it away. I'm gonna show it off. See,
Here.
there it is.
Cheers. Let's
There it
cheers.
is. There it is.
Cheers. Cheers, Lee. Cheers. Don't drink it all. You got to cheers.
I already did cheers.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
Ah,
All right. Well, I'm
hey,
just glad
Hetty.
that you're both here. I am happy and thankful. So,
Well, I do appreciate you, and I even appreciate Morgana, even though she's giving me crap and tried to throw me
Oh,
under the bus.
it's just kidding. You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Honey, don't worry about it.
You know how that goes.
I take nobody seriously unless I'm absolutely 100% sure they're not,
Yeah.
or they are.
We,
I take
we all
nobody
like to
seriously,
kid each other.
and I don't like anybody taking me seriously because, trust me, if I'm serious, you will know it.
Yep. That's it.
You start seeing the veins on my neck start to pop out, then yeah, you're gonna be like, maybe we've had enough.
yeah.
Maybe you better stop.
We'd
But
be like doing the backing up.
Jenny, go kiss your husband goodnight, put yourselves to bed, and we will talk to you sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, I will. I'll see you guys in the morning.
All right.
Good
And
night,
he's
everyone.
gonna sleep on the couch. I'm gonna let him go get in the bed. What I'm probably gonna have to do tomorrow is take my laptop into the living room so he can have the bedroom. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna check my Facebook and my Instagram, and then I'm gonna I gotta check my Discord too, and then I'll probably head to bed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good
Night,
night.
everybody in chat.
Good night, Morgana. Good night, Lee.
Jenny,
Love
night,
you
Lee.
both.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.
I'll see you guys.
I am so happy to have been here. Good night. Bye bye. See you later. So long. Sayonara.
Night, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Wait a minute. Where's the close button? Damn it. There
Oh,
it
you
is.
see it down there at the bottom? It says leave studio.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Good night. And he's gone. They're both gone. You guys, they're so awesome. I'm so happy that they were here. So happy. I'm so happy. I'm glad you guys were all here too. Yeah. So I am going to hold on, let me get my piece of tape. Where is my tape? Let me get my tape. I'm gonna, because this sticky note is gonna jump off my computer. I've got it right here. The page number where we have to start. Okay. I'm gonna put it right there. And I will be back with you guys in the morning for Treehouse Murder trial shenanigan. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll be back. Maybe, I'm assuming tomorrow at some point. Maybe tomorrow night. To get back onto this Peterson thing. So, yeah. we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up when you head out the door, and I'll see you in the morning. Thanks, Morgana, and thank you, Lee, and thank you guys in the chat. Love you all. Bye.